Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town, a brand new series of it. So, I have spent about 45 minutes this morning trying to figure out a perfect map to play on, and haven't really succeeded. Without the ability to edit the map seed directly, it's almost impossible to get the same map twice, so very difficult to sort out exactly what you want, but there are some new options here. Everything else works the same as it did before, but we now have available biomes, and these are different things that can be, each tile can be. So I kind of thought, well, let's leave everything as it is and sort of play it on default. The only thing I'm going to change is the map size. I'm going to change it from medium to infinite because I want as large a map as possible. It can cause problems if you buy 1,000 tiles, but well, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to set myself a little challenge as well, which hopefully you'll enjoy, and is something a bit different. Okay, so here we have our centre tile is our plains and rivers, the ones we chose by default, and around us are all different biomes which do different things. So we've got mountains over here and some canyons there, a bit more mountainous region there. We're surrounded by mountains by the look of it, and way through there. But I don't know whether the biomes affect what spawns on them. I don't think they do, but it may do. I'm not sure. You might be able to find certain things only in certain biomes, but yeah, it gives you lots of variety as to where to go. I mean, obviously we'd go there. That tile's probably not that fantastic, but things will be on it. Now, the little challenge I want to set myself is to do with the resources. I am not going to place down any resources. I'm not going to place down any farm tiles with anything on it. I'm not going to put down any stone or coal or iron or whatever. It's coal. Is that coal there? I hope it's coal. Yes, it's coal there. I'm not going to put down any resources whatsoever. Basically, if I want to put a farm down and I need grain, I'm going to have to find grain in the world and put a farm down next to it. Now, this means two things. One, it means that I'm going to obviously have to build multiple farms in many different places and have all the grain come to somewhere to be processed, which I think would be quite an interesting thing to do anyway. And two, it does mean that when grain isn't being fertilised or watered, which you can't do unless it's on a farm tile, it doesn't grow as fast. So that's going to slow down things. Same for, you know, tomatoes or well, anything really, the cotton, any resource. Doesn't go there. It doesn't destroy itself if you use a farm to grow it. It just drops down to a growing state. But if you use workers to pick it up, it does. So I've got to be very careful about what I pick up because I can destroy everything if I do it that way. Same thing with the iron deposits with the mine. Obviously, if you tell a mining node to come over and grab it, it'll destroy it. Whereas if you put a mine building down, it will only drop it down to a depleted deposit, which produce really slowly. So that's the idea I've got. It does mean there's going to be chutes and pipes and hopefully trains going everywhere. That's the idea behind that. It's going to be like, obviously, it'd have a stone mine here, a stone mine there, and a stone mine here. Iron mines, different places, all coming to some place where they're going to be needed, and so on and so forth. But to start with, obviously, we need to put down a base. Now, I can destroy resources. That's what I'm going to allow myself to destroy resources. So if I want to cut a hole through the grain, I'll do that. But I'm not going to plant any more down. The only time I might ever put anything down is if I make a serious mistake and I try and delete something and accidentally delete something way too much. But we'll try and avoid that. So let's start. Let's put down the base. Where do we want the base? We want it somewhere near grain. And we do want to clear out an area anyway. That would be ideal. Grain and stone would be nice. That's sugar over there. So, I mean, really, there would probably be one of the better places for it. We could clear out some of this forest and the grain, and have a space here to actually build and things, and then we could grow like this tile out first, these two over here, because they look pretty flat and not so bad. Some of the other ones are a bit more mountainous, so yeah, we'll put the base over here, and it doesn't matter which way we face it. But I don't know if you can even rotate the base after you've placed it. Is that possible? Yes, you can. Okay, right, so there we go. Right, And we obviously want to now build some houses, which we can't do because we need wood. So everybody grab some trees, put it in there. And in fact, you grab some stone. And away they go. I have turned the tutorials off. I'm probably going to regret that because I'm going to forget something because I'm going. But essentially, you look here and you see what opens up over time. So you just go, well, I know I've got houses, so I probably need to build some houses and a food market and a lumber mill and so on and so forth. I'm going to probably forget what things open what. I do want to try and get a farm early on. That requires actual research, so we're going to struggle for that. But let me know what you think of this little challenge that I've set here, whether it's a good idea or not. Obviously, it's just something different to do, I suppose. Not really anything dramatically hard, but yeah, right. So I'm going to put down the houses there and there, right next to the base. Not ideal, but we can move things in the future. That's not a problem. Okay, and that gives us some more people, and we can build some more stuff. So a lumber mill obviously takes trees and turns it into wood. So we are going to need that. We can't afford, yes we can afford it. We are up on a little bit of a hill there. That's awkward, didn't notice that. Does not matter. We're going to do everything by hand to start with anyway. So, well, anyway, and we've unlocked loads of stuff. That's useful as well. A bench, awesome. Right, so we're going to be doing planks. And we are going to be getting some more workers. I suppose we'll be getting 3 of them. And we'll have 2 of them. Oh, no, we didn't. We'll get 2 of them, grabbing more trees to there. And you are going to take planks to there. Okie dokie. And we can obviously build more houses or upgrade these ones. I think I kind of want to upgrade them. At least once anyway. So we do need to start selling some things to people, which means probably going to have to stop one of these workers here. Like you can stop for a moment. And you can bring grain to nearest. I think that's, oh, hold on. If I just click on it once. Nope. Okay, so do that. These be where we can just click on the grain or on a thing that would take it to the nearest place, but we'll see. I think he's just going to sell to the one houses in a year. That's okay. That's okay. It will be making us some gold. Yellow coins, sorry, they're not gold. And we can then upgrade that house and get some more people, then we can speed things up with. Right, what else have we got here? Well, a food market is obviously probably a good idea. And I could put it over here. It will cover both those houses. So let's do that, and then let's change you straight away to deliver to the food market, because that will even it out between the 2 houses, won't it? I guess. Oh, it doesn't sell directly. Okay, yep. See, it's been so long since I've played the early game, and it's changed. So much has changed. It's a little weird going back to it. Okay, so we can now apparently upgrade our house, our base. That's a good thing. Let's do that then before we upgrade the buildings. Ba-bum. You know, we can even have more houses now, which is awesome. And we've unlocked a grain mill and a workshop. Okay. So, of course, the grain mill will process the wheat into flour, which will give us more money, which is what we want. Is really what we want. There was also another update with the way you place buildings down. You can see it no longer highlights the slopes. It only highlights the flat ground, so you can see where the exact flat ground is. So you know exactly what you're putting in where. I might put that over there. In fact, what I might do is I might move the market. Might put an uneven terrain. Really? Is that really uneven? Okay, so you can't move something to an uneven terrain. Right, okay. I feel like I'm learning everything, which is weird, because I've done this all before. Flatten terrain, up or down. Oh, we can't do that. Okay. Right. Well, in that case, what we'll do is we'll upgrade this house first. There we go. Upgrade that one. Boom. And that gives us some more workers. Only 2 workers. But it will allow us to then put in a scaffold block there. Okay. And now move this market over there. Yay, thank you. Right. And then we can build a lumber, another lumber mill. No, we want to build a grain mill. Cool. I really have forgotten how this works. And we'll make flour. I don't think flour can actually go on a chute, can it? Might be able to. I can't remember. It's been such a long time. Well, it hasn't been a long time for flour. What am I on about? Flowers? Yes, I think flour can go on a chute, can't it? It's one of the weird ones where normally only tier 1 items can travel on a chute, as in items that you pick up directly from the ground. Anything you process can't, but flour can, even though it's not really round. And planks can't, which confused me a lot. So, yeah. Okay, so you're struggling to keep up with the planks, which is fine, but you're now selling 4 ago instead of 2, which means we can upgrade this house. Awesome, there we go. And we have new buildings. Well, we don't have new buildings, but we have new new people. So we can build a workshop. Don't know what we want to build a workshop for. We want to build a workshop to make wheels, I believe. And now I'm putting everything in really, really bad locations here. Really terrible locations. And I'm kind of doing it on purpose because I know I need to move things around. But when we eat through this forest here, because I probably will try and cut through most of this forest, although we'll probably get a forester before that, then we can expand out and build things in different places. And obviously then we can buy these land over here. And that's the idea. So I should have probably put the lumber mill over here. I'd cut through that. Let's do that now. Let's move the lumber mill over here. Okay. And we'll also move the workshop over to there. We can. And we'll grab you two and we'll say, hey, you, do that. And we'll say, you are to build us... Wow, all the recipes are unlocked from by default. Okay. You want to take wooden planks into there. Of course, we can't do that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and you're chopping the trees down there, which is fine because we can chop trees down to the waterfront. That's absolutely fine. Not a problem. Right, okay. So you're putting that in there. You're producing wheels. We'll grab another worker. Say, hey, take wheels to the base because we need wheels over there. If you don't mind. The terrain is really, really bad. upgrade the base. We need 5 wheels and 50 gold. Well, we don't have 50 gold, or 50 yellow coins. We don't have 40 yellow coins for that either. Right, so we probably need to speed up our grain production. So let's do that. Let's get more people onto our grain. We'll clear out all the grain here. We do have grain in plenty of other places, so by the time we get a farm going, you can sit down here and you can grab herbs, grain and tomatoes. And I think I will have that. If I can put a farm down to grab multiple things at once, I'll have it and then just have them filter out as we go. We've got potatoes over here as well, so and then that way they can just be put in silos or something for storage, and later on we can grab them with a rail cart and away we go. Okay, so we upgrade the base, but I don't want to do that yet. What I want to do is I want to grab a wagon. So, and I'm going to tell you to drop off there, and the wagon is going to grab the wheels, put them into the base. I think. Do we have barns open yet? We do not. And you, worker, you are going to grab planks and put into there, which you're struggling to actually produce. So hopefully you can grab some, yeah, because we do need planks as well in here for things. So, right, so you're linked to wood, you're linked to stone, your planks. So I'm going to change that up ever so slightly. I'm going to change this one to be planks. Or, no, I'm not. So I'm going to change this one, if I stop that for a moment, to be, well, it can be wheels actually, because it doesn't matter. Wheels. Okay. This one's going to be stone brick, because I know we're going to need quite a bit of that. You don't have to set these up, but I forget. If I don't do it early on, I forget how it's going. So, do you want iron? I don't want to ever waste iron, I suppose. So, let's just go along. Shall we go iron ore, iron plates? Oh. Iron plates, and then the last one I'm going to set to rails because yeah, okay, there we go. Right, so when we're getting the wheels in is awesome, and we can upgrade the base. Okie dokie. Now I don't want that many wheels, if I'm honest with you. I don't think we need many of them, but we'll upgrade the base, and then we get house tier 4 and paper. Aha, right. Everyone at the school as well. Interesting that popped up without telling anyone, but that's fine. Okay. So you need 50 and stone. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to build some more houses. Okay, so I can't put any of there because I blocked that off. That was a bit foolish of me. Can I put some behind? Not really. Right, so let's move the market again. We'll move the market down there. We'll turn the lumber mill around. Just do that. Okay. And then we can copy these houses and go, well, you can live there and you can live there on stilts. Yep. You can be upgraded straight away, and you can't be upgraded straight away because we don't have enough. And you're still getting everyone because they've got quite a big range of food markets, which is awesome. Okie dokie. Right. Okay, so I feel like this wagon is now a bit of overkill. This one here. So let's stop that and let's grab another worker and say, hey worker, you take wheels, because we don't need them as quickly. So if that fills up, we're fine with that. Right. My worker's doing bits and pieces, got that doing bits and pieces. That's all good. So, do we work on a school? Do we try and get our research going early? Would that be a good idea? Or, well, yeah, I think we should. I think we should get the school going as soon as possible, really. What I'd really like is more workers grabbing trees. Then we'll upgrade that house just to make it nice and even. There we go. Right. Okay, so the next one requires cloth and red coins. We don't have any red coins yet. Can we even make red coins from the food? We cannot. Nope, you just make yellow coins. And that's fine. So we're going to need a general store for that. And we have unlocked the general store. That can sell wheels, I noticed. So we do have ways of making red coins yet. Not going to go into that just yet. I think we're going to take things a little slowly. See it again. Well, take things as normal. I don't tend to put any edits in there for anyone who's not watched me before. I don't tend to cut things or do anything like that. I might do if I'm doing like a large build that's not like a large, like building a bridge or something that looks pretty. But for actual gameplay, I tend to leave it as it is. It can be a bit boring if you don't like that sort of thing, but then you'll see exactly how I'm doing things and how I lay things out and how terrible this is all laid out straight away. So yeah, that's just my way of doing things. So if you're a regular, you'll know it. If not, then well, first welcome, and hope you enjoy what you see. It can be a little bit slow, as I've said, but I think I'd rather do that than confuse people by putting in cuts and edits and then people going, oh yes, this is the build that's done, and not seeing how it's laid out, because sometimes not seeing how things connect together can be a little confusing. Right, so this is now absolutely tapped out and it's going like mad, which is awesome. So do we have enough to make the school, but we don't have enough people now, which is fine. So let's get rid of a worker and build a school. Okay, where are we going to build a school? Across the river? Yeah, why not? We'll put a school across the river, and it can always be moved later if required. So it can go there, like so. I'm going to have to get rid of another worker as well, I've just realised. Boom. And because we need another lumber mill. We'll go there, and then that lumber mill will make paper. And we're probably going to have to grab at least one of these people here, so we'll use the move tool and move him over there. And, oh, that was the wrong button. And drop him into there. And then you are going to do, well, farming. I want farming first, that seems like an important thing. Okay. You're going to put in logs to there, which will allow you to make paper, and then we can put paper in the school, and hurrah! And everything is going. Yes. Right. So, I'm going to get rid of that wagon for the moment. Not like we need him anymore. He's not right now. You are selling things quite happily, making us some money, which is good, which is awesome. Alright. Doing here. You're really struggling for wood. You're not producing. You don't chop down wood very fast, do you? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Mind you, you've got 10 paper in you already, so you have chopped down wood pretty well. So you put paper into there, and then our farm can get going. Okie dokie, right. So I think that's all we can do for the time being. We just got to wait for our school to do its research. We can build more houses, which I do want to do. Would make sense to put some more down, I suppose. Let's have a look, see here. Well, we can't put any there. Not a big fan of putting them on stilts. But I think for the time being, we'll just put them down there. Can't afford. I can't afford it. We don't have any planks. Ah, okay. Why do we not have enough planks? What happened? Ah, did these cost lots of planks to buy? They probably did. The school probably cost quite a few planks. make. Didn't we have someone delivering planks from the mill up there, or did I remove him? Was that a mistake? I think I did. I think I might have removed. Oh, there he is. There he is. Making planks through. Awesome. Right. I think you're probably going to get replaced with a wagon, I'm afraid. Because now this is full. Our planks are filling up there, which is a good thing. But our wagon can happily deliver 4 at a time, and this should be able to keep up, especially with 4 people inside it. Can always drop the people down here if I need more, so not really a problem. Yeah. Anyway, right, so we've got some more houses, we've got some more people. Always good to have a surplus of people when you need things, because you can speed things up. Need be. Like lumber mill, for instance, I put 4 people in there, speed it up, make it faster. Workshop doesn't need it because it's only producing like 1 wheel at a time, so not desperately required there. And I might take all the wheels. I might try and keep an eye on the base this time around and take the items out of the base that ends up inside it that I don't need. For instance, stone and wood. You do need some in the base, but not really that many, if I'm honest with you. So we could probably take out a lot of those. And of course, you can put them in barns, and then they still become access. So the wheels, for instance, instead of putting them into the base, I could just put them into a barn, and then that barn could go off and do the conveyor belts and other bits and pieces. And because a barn has storage, you can still build wagons and so forth, because barns are accessible. Silos and crates are not. You must remember that one. If you put something to a silo, it's not accessible on your... well, it's not accessible to build with. So if I had a silo full of wheels, I couldn't build a wagon, because it needs to be in a barn or in the base. Okay, we're nearly there for the farming, which will be good, and then we can put down our first farm, which will probably be over here somewhere, and then we will run it through. I could move the market and the grain mill. Yeah, I think we'll change some things up a bit. Might be where I destroy some of my resources the first time. Might cut through the trees here. I'm going to leave the workers here to cut through these here. Awesome. So, oh, farming gives us a animal pasture. I feel as if that tooltip was slightly wrong. It was wrong. Because it gave us a farm. Oh, sorry. Did it unlock the animal pasture research? Yes, it did. It unlocked the research. That's what it was saying. It's unlocked new research. I misread that. Sorry. Right. So, we have a farm. Okay. Yes, that was confusing. Animal pasture? I don't want that. I want the farm. Right. So, now comes a big question. Do I just put the farm in there, or do I remove some of the resources and put the farm back here? I'd lose 1, 2, 6, 7, 8 resources. And I'd gain 59. And it will cover herbs and things. We just want grain for the minute. I'm not fussed about the other ones. I don't think I want to yet. I might move this in the future. But I think right now I want to leave it there. But we've unlocked the farm tile. We're not going to use it. So grain. There's no point in applying fertilizer and water because they won't ever get used. Okay. So remove resource. That one there. Let's put this on our action bar, shall we? Hold shift, push the number, add it to your action bar. Very, very useful. We'll cut through the trees there, and then we will move this grain mill to be there, and then we will move the food market to be there. Okie dokie. Go there. Then you can't afford it because we don't have enough planks. Okie dokie. Right. I want to stop these workers going down here now with the grain, don't I? Yep. So you three, thank you for your service. Oh, excuse me. But you're going to go onto tree duty now. So because we need more planks. Right, let's see here. What else would be useful? Basic logistics would be very useful, but we're not at the stage where we can redo that. Masonry would be, I think masonry is the next one we'll go for. Although woodworking would give us the forester, which allows us to automatically drop down trees. I'll go with masonry. We'll go with masonry. Okay. And we'll let that go. And once we get enough planks in, increase this to 5. 5 workers is the maximum for that one there. You're getting loads of stuff in, and you're not quite filling up your input and your output before the wagon comes back, so that's good at the moment. Okay, and it looks as if we're actually going to just expand out sort of this way with the houses. There is iron there I kind of want to keep. I don't want to get rid of that. Trees are something that yeah, we're not really worried about. It's not right now. Everything can be moved anyway. It's not a big problem. Okay, so now can we build this chute? Are we? There we go. Awesome. Right. And then the farm will obviously chop the grain, and the grain will then come along the grain mill. The grain mill will produce the flour will go into the markets will sell the flour, that'll give us yellow coins. Everyone will be happy, which is awesome. I am going to change this ever so slightly though. Chutes are... oh, did not realise you could do that. There we go. Chutes are an interesting sort of transport system. Items speed up on them the further they go in a straight line. So if you're going to have a kink in them, have it as early on as possible or as late on as possible, so that you're really early. You want it early on. Late's a bad idea. But if you can have the kink sort of as I got here, straight out the farm, they're slow as they come out, and then as they go along, they speed up and get faster and faster as time goes on. If you can have a dead straight line, that would be even better, but it's not desperately important. The other thing as well that I fixed there, you saw that the chute was like this on the side of the farm. Completed research, awesome. That would work. That would allow the grain to come along there. But if you had a chute, say, if I had some up here come along, and I had the chute come from up here, I don't really want to do it because let's pause the game and I'll show you here. If I did that, and I had the chute go off up here this way, what could happen is the crops could end up, the grain could end up on the chute, and instead of going the way you want, it could go the opposite way. If something's coming down, they'll hit each other and they'll just stop. So really, if you're going to have a chute past another one like this, so you might have another farm somewhere else, what you want to do is grab the chute and just using the R key, change it around so you've got the exact angle you want. So, and then put it there, and that will force all the grain that comes out of here to go this way. It will always go this way. It won't go that way because it's not allowed to. You can see just there, we've got a curve coming this way, but there's none going that way. So it can't go up, it can only go down. So that will force your grain down, which is what you want really. So, because if grain goes the wrong way, as I said, it just blocks. When two things hit each other on a chute, they just stop, and you've then got to figure out how to get around it. And oh, the complications. Right, okay. So you're setting things. You're setting flour to tier 1 things. Yes, of course. The food market's not going to have any link to anything because I messed up slightly here. in order for the market to actually have any upgrades, it needs to be linked via a path. Two things. Occupied. Why can I not put a path on top of the scaffolding? Oh, because the scaffolding is the actual house. There we go. Now that's connected, you'll see, there we go, it now says we have 9 and 15. Because it's got 4 houses at tier 2, and then 2 at tier 1. Which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. That should be 10. Why is it only 9? Are you not connected because that's too low? That's the problem there? It might be. I don't know. Oh, there we go. No, apparently that house is not connected. Ah, yes. Yes, okay. So that's something else as well. When you mouse over the market, it highlights all the buildings that are connected. See, now these two are not. And of course, that house was not connected because its door was 1 floor up. So now I do that. There's 10 houses connected. Awesome. So upgrade houses count for 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 9 and 10. Which allows it to be a tier 2 item. If you get 15 houses connected, it becomes a tier 3 market. And it can sell high goods. Like flour is ideally for tier 3, so we're selling it early. Can we upgrade these? I think we can. Yeah, let's upgrade these. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So now you've got 12 houses connected. So if I could upgrade a few more, we could quite happily get the market to tier 3. So to do that, we could use our brand new buildings we just unlocked, which would be the Stonemason. The Stonemason is a wonderful, wonderful little guy. Boom, there we go. He put him down and he unlocks all new stone structures and bits and pieces. The road ramp, which is annoying, different colour to everything else. But yeah, he can produce stone bricks, which if I pause the game here for a moment, I think, no, you're still going strong even with all those workers working on you. That's fine. I'm going to grab 2 more workers and I'm going to say, you are going to take stone into the base. No, you're going to take stone into the Stonemason, and you're going to take stone out the Stonemason into the base. Okay, and he produces stone brick. From 3 stone, he produces stone brick, which is required to upgrade the houses. Which would be good. We do need a lot of stone brick. 5 per house, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We need 30 stone brick. Don't know why I had to add that up. I should have just looked at that and gone, oh yeah. But yeah, right. So what else do we want? Woodworking? Woodworking? Be good? Wood? Yes, woodworking. Let's go with that. That way we can cut back all these people here. How many we've got currently chopping down trees? So look, see here. We've got, pause game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 people chopping down trees. We could probably put in a single forester and it would cover enough to run this at full speed. But of course that wouldn't chop down the trees. But then we can remove the resources if we really want to. So yeah. There are ups and downs doing it. This way obviously costs a lot more workers. If you had like, well, I think 5 workers is probably about the same as a single forester. But foresters don't remove the trees, whereas workers do. Oh, there we go. We've unlocked forestry. Awesome. Which is interesting, because that time it says we've unlocked forestry. Which, oh yes, we have unlocked forestry. So it is telling me what research we've got next, not what actual building. So, wait, what was woodworking then? What did woodworking unlock that I missed? Oh, unlocks crates and barns. Awesome. Awesome. So I'm not paying attention when I'm researching things. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Right. You will also notice as well the wagon is ignoring the road. Wagons will ignore dirt footpaths because they travel the same speed along them, so they just ignore them. If you had a stone path, they would use them because they travel faster on them. Although it does look like he is travelling faster on the dirt path than not. I'm not sure why he's ignoring it. Maybe just don't make it a priority? Not sure. Not sure. Let's see, now he's going to use the path. Oh, okay. Okie dokie, right. Okay, so this is building up. That's good. We could put in a barn here and have it store our flour in a barn rather than just leave it on there. But I kind of want this to all back up a little bit because I'm not really fussed about it. And barns do cost stone as well, which we're trying to save up for. Oh, it costs normal stone, doesn't cost stone bricks. So I'm talking complete rubbish there. Okay, maybe we'll build a barn. Why not? Let's turn him off. And he can start filling up things. If you put the workers down to 0, they can still fill up with goods. So sometimes that can be a good thing to allow things to pick up and get going. You just turn one down and let the whole thing go up, and then you can turn it on again and have a burst of stuff. Also good if I had 2 grain mills, I could turn one off and let the other one go. So we could have a grain mill doing this food market and a grain mill doing some pastures somewhere. Because grain mills can also produce animal feed. So you can turn one off and one on and toggle them as you want to go. Lots of sugar there, that's quite nice. And a tiny little bit of iron inside there. Yeah, trees, herbs, carrots. Cool, 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 right. You're getting all the stuff in, which is good. Okay, right, so now we're going to remove those and we'll put in a barn, which I don't have down here on my action. I do, not sure why it's greyed out, or redded out I should say. There we go. Barns have inputs wherever you want and an output on the front, so that will work absolutely fine. There we go. I can now turn that on. It'll go along and start using that, and the barn will fill up once that's filled up, and away we go. Okie dokie. So we have our 30 stone brick. Let's upgrade all our houses, which I think the hotkey is U, isn't it? Yep. U, and U. Ba-boom. There we go. Cost us a fair bit of money. They've all got an extension on the back, but now we have 40 people available, and our food market is a tier 3, which means it's selling flour at the correct level. I don't really know what it means by that. I think you can sell the higher tier stuff to a lower tier houses. So we were selling flour to level 1 and 2 houses. That's fine. They'll take it. But if you sell just grain to a level 2 or 3 house, it will only fill up a little bit, so it won't fill the satisfaction up as high. See, this has got +3 because it's +3 here. If we were selling grain, we'd only get +1 happiness. So that's where the tiers come into it. But yeah, right. So we are going. Okie dokie. I'm happy with this. I think everything is awesome for the moment. We are working on forestry, everything is going, and I think that's where we're going to bring this episode to a close. So, a slow start, but that's always the way with Factory Town. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about this and what you think about this little challenge that I'm doing here. You can see here we've used up this grain here and it is regrowing. So that's one down. So I've got to be careful to not over grab all the grain that's naturally growing, because well, if it runs out, we're going to have problems. Yes, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, as always, have fun.